Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will show you how to access your Cisco router remotely using Telnet and SSH. So let's see some short intro about Telnet and SSH. So you can see Telnet means a teletype network and SSH means a secure shell. So both are the network protocols and that allows you to remotely log in into a device CLI over a network. And a telnet means it sends the commands in a plain text format and it is easy to set up but not secure because it has no encryption. So that's why mostly it is used into the labs or internal testing. And also telnet is suitable for the private networks. Whereas SSH is a secure shell and its name suggests it's a secure because it sends the data in encrypted format and it ensures the security. It is the industry standard for remote device access today. And with the help of SSH, the data is encrypted. So even if it is intercepted, it is unreadable. And so SSH is suitable for the public network because it provides the security over the networks. And also there is one more term which is used VTY lines. So VTY lines are basically used to remotely access a Cisco devices using a telnet or SSH. So let's jump back into our practical. So for telnet SSH configuration, I'm using one router and two switches, and I'm adding some couple of end devices. So we will do one by one. Suppose I'm taking one router, two switches, and I'm adding some end devices here. Now I will just connect all the devices to our switch. So let's connect one by one all our PCs to our switches, and both the switch we will connect to our single router. So this is our topology. So what we are performing here. So first of all, we will create a topology. Then we will assign an IP address and then do the routing configuration. Okay. Then third, we have to do the telnet configuration. Okay. And then we will do SSH configuration. Then finally, we will verify the telnet and SSH configuration. Okay. Okay. So I'm assigning the IP addresses for this interface. I will mention 192.168.1.1. For this interface, I will mention 192.168.2.1. And for the end devices, I will mention the IP addresses. For this PC, I will mention 192.168.1.10. Okay. For this PC, suppose 192.168.1.11. And for third PC, I will mention 192.168.1.12. And for this PC, this is in the another network, so I will mention 192.168.2.20. Okay. So now I will add these IPs into the PCs one by one. So first of all, click on PC, go to the desktop option, then IP configuration. Uh, in the static option, paste the IP, which is 1.10. Then subnet mask is class C, and the default gateway, which we have set, which is 192.168.1.1. Okay. Similarly, for this PC, also I will mention the add the IP address. So go to the static option, paste the IP, and give the subnet mask. Sorry, give the default gateway, which is 192.168.1.1. Similarly, for third PC also, we will add the IP addresses. Go to the desktop section, IP configuration. Subnet mask will automatically come, and the default gateway will be 192.168.1.1. And for the other network, also, I'm just adding the IP addresses into the desktop option. 2.10, which is the network, and it's a default gateway will be 2.1. Okay, so you can see which is 192.168.2.1. So we have assigned the IP addresses. Now we have to do the routing configuration, which we will up these interfaces. So click on the router, go to the CLI option. So you can see one option. Would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog, yes or no? So simply type no or N, press enter, then type enable. Right now we are into the user mode. So to enter into the privilege mode, we have to type enable, or you can simply shortcut type EN. Okay. So enter. Then we are into the privilege mode. Now to enter into the global configuration mode, so where we can perform the configuration, we will enter the commands. So for that, we have to type one command, conf t, means configuration terminal, and press enter. So we are into the global configuration mode, and here we will perform the add the interfaces and do the telnet and SSH configuration. So first of all, we have created the topologies. Okay, we have created a topology. Then we have the assigned the IP addresses. Now we will do the routing configuration. Okay, so first of all, interface is this interface is GIG 000. So type GIG 0/0/0 and IP address on this interface is 192.168.1.1. So mention 192.168.1.1 and last C is the subnet mask. Okay. Then give the no shut command. So you can see this interface is up, line protocol on interface Giga Ethernet 000 change state to up. Okay, so similarly we will up the second interface. So the interface is GIG 0/0/1 and IP address on this interface is 192.168.2.1. Okay, and so subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Then we will give no shut command, means to up the interfaces. Right now you can see this is in the red color, is this interfaces are down. So to up the interface, I will give the no shut command. So you can see this is turns into the green color, and you can see the message also, line protocol on interface gigabyte ethernet 001 change state. So now we have up the interfaces. Now we have to do the telnet configuration. Okay, so to do the telnet configuration, first of all, also we will set a host name, but we will do it later. So for that telnet configuration, we will add the users first of all. So type username. I'm creating the three users here. First one is Vishal, and password for this Vishal will be Vishal at 1. Okay. Similarly, second user will be suppose Ajay, and password will be for Ajay is Ajay at 1, and third user suppose Rohit, and password will be Rohit at 1. Okay. So in this way, I have created the three users. Now we will give the command one line vty 0 space 4. Okay. So means you are allowing up to 5 remote users line 0 to 4 to connect to the router, okay, at the same time. Okay, so 0 to 4 means it allows up to 5 simultaneous remote connections. Then second command we will give transport input telnet. So, okay, so this command says only telnet can be used to connect to the device remotely. Okay, and SSH won't work unless added. Means if you want both the telnet and SSH, then you have to write transport input uh, telnet, and also we have to add SSH here. Okay, so right now I'm not adding. I'm just performing the telnet as of now. So just give the command transport input telnet, and third command we will give which is login local. Okay, so login local means this tells the device to ask for a username and password. Okay, inside the router. So in short, you can say by this command, three commands, you can say you are allowing a telnet login to the routers for the three users. Okay, and they must use a username and password which is already set on the device. And also we can give one secret password also. So enable secret. Suppose I am giving CCNA. Okay, so the password is set for the router. Now go to the exit, go back again to the user mode. Okay, now I am pressing enable. It should ask a password, secret password. So press enable or en. So you can see a password is asking. So means our configuration is successful at this stage. Means password is applied to this router. So password we have set as a CCNA. Okay, so I am typing CCNA. Press enter. So you can see after applying the password, we are able to access the privilege mode. To enter into the global configuration mode, we have to type conf or configuration terminal. Okay, so you can see we are into the global configuration mode. So we can able to set the password. Then now let's try users are able to access the this router remotely or not using the telnet. So I will click on first PC and try to do the telnet. So go to the command prompt. First of all, I will try to ping whether we are able to ping the gateway. So 192.168.1.1. So you can see we are able to ping the gateway. So now we will try to do the telnet. So we will do the telnet to the this gateway router, which is 192.168.1.1. Press enter. It should ask a username and password. So press enter. So you can see it is asking username. So we have set the three users. So first user, suppose I am mentioning Vishal. Password I have set Vishal at 1. So you can see after entering the username and password, I am able to access the router remotely using the telnet configuration. And again, if you want to go into the again privilege mode, so type en or enable. and it is asking the password. So we have set the secret password as a CCNA. So enter this password. So you can see we are into the privilege mode, and to go into the configuration mode, type conft. So you can see we are into the global configuration mode. And if you want to see the active users, okay, so again go back into the privilege mode and type the command which is show users. So right now there are three users, but it should show we have access only one users. One user is only trying to access the routers remotely using the telnet. So it should show one active users only. So let's see. So you can see one users only we can able to see, which is Vishal, and is trying to access from which location 192.168.1.10. Okay. Similarly, if we try to access another user, so again do the telnet, which is 192.168.1.1. It is asking the username. Suppose second users is able trying to access this router remotely. So the username Ajay is trying to access. It's a password for Ajay is Ajay at 1. So you can see Ajay is also able to access the router remotely using the telnet. So type enable, it should ask a passwords. Secret password is CCNA, and it is showing the privilege mode. To go into the configuration mode, type conf t. So you can see we are into the global configuration mode. So in this way, we can the users can able to access the routers remotely whenever they are in a remote locations. So now again, if you try to see show users commands, so it should show two users because two users are right now active at a different location, different devices, 1.10 and 1.11. Okay. So in this way, we can say our telnet configuration is successful. They are able to access their routers remotely. So similarly, in this way, now we will perform the SSH configuration. So for performing SSH configuration, we will again go to the configuration mode. And in for the global SSH configuration, we have to need two commands. And for SSH, we need a host name, a domain name, okay, and users, okay. So first of all, I will set a host name. So host name will be R1, and then I will set a domain name, IP domain name. Suppose I am giving abc.com, okay. Then I have to set generate one key for a secure. This will be secure key. So for that, type a command crypto key to generate RSA. Okay. I have given the command crypto key generate RSA means we are telling create encryption keys so I can use SSH securely. And then after it is asking to enter a key size means the key size suppose it is by default it is showing 512. We can set 1024 or 2048 4096. So you can set any key. So the more the stronger key is it has a more strength of encryption. Means higher the number, more secure the SSH connection. So I'm giving here suppose the 1024 for a more secure connection. Then I will create a line VTY for remote connection. Then I will give the command transport input SSH, or we can give telnet we have already given, and then we can add SSH, or otherwise if you want both, so I can give the simple transport input telnet. Okay. So this will enable the protocol telnet as well as SSH, and then finally give the command login local. Okay, and then exit. Okay. Now if you want to see again the go to again to the user mode, again type enable. It should ask a password. We have set a password as a CCNA. Okay. We have not set the users. Okay, so we will set one user for SSH also. So line username for a line BTY 0 to 4. Username was suppose I'm mentioning no new user as Vijay, and password will be Vijay at 1. Okay, now exit. Now try to do the SSH. Okay, so again go to the command prompt, and now for the SSH we will type command SSH space hyphen L. Then the username we have set as a Vijay, and what we are trying to access, we are trying to access for this interface 192.168.1.1 router interface, and press enter. Okay, so it is asking the password for Vijay. So we have set Vijay at 1. Okay, so we can see Vijay also able to access the routers remotely using the SSH. Okay, type EN, password we have set CCNA, and to enter into the global configuration mode we have to type on T. Okay, now try to check active users. Okay, go to the SSH show users. Okay, so you can see Ajay and Vijay. Okay, both the users. This is for the telnet. Ajay was trying to access the telnet, and Vijay is trying to access the SSH. Okay, using router using the SSH. So in this way, we can confirm that our telnet and SSH configuration is successful, and that's it. Now you know how to set up Telnet and SSH on your router. And remember, Telnet is easy, but SSH is safer. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such networking tutorials. See you in the next video. Happy learning.